welcome to my video, and today I'm just simply going to be messing around with some of my drum kit. I've gotten quite a few new pieces since I last did an update video. I've been going pretty crazy buying cymbals, so I was just going to take you through what I've got on my kit and maybe do just a little bit of messing around. I'm still getting used to playing the acoustic drums. I'm sorry if I'm not the best drummer in the world, but I am practicing. I'm trying to get better. As far as my band goes, I'm kind of all we've got as far as a drummer, so I've been practicing some techniques and just trying to get to where I want to be. I think I've become steadily a little bit of a better drummer as the weeks have gone by recently, just doing some of my practices that I've been doing, going through some of the, some of the motions, just left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, 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 left, 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 whatever, all that, triplets, doubles. Anyway, so we'll take a look at what I got here. I actually have the this snare. This first snare that I've got here is the snare that came with the Mapex Rebel Kit. I think it's a 14-inch snare, I believe. I actually dropped the snare on it so that I can use it more as like a tom. I like having that to fill with, as an auxiliary in conjunction with my now Piccolo snare, also from Mapex. This one's it's a 13 by 3.5 inch snare, so it's a little bit thinner, hence the Piccolo. I just like the way that it sounds. I've got it so it's got a little bit of ring to it, but I can tighten that up if I want. I just like that you don't have to do as much to get it to sound, that nice, just straight crack sound as you do with the bigger snare. The hi-hat. The hi-hat is, that's the default one that came with the Mapex Rebel Kit as well. I'm not too big of a fan of this hi-hat, or honestly the cymbals that came with the kit after all. I don't really like the timbre. I don't like the way they sound. I think they could be a little bit crisper, maybe just a little bit less dead. They're kind of, I don't know if that's called dry. I'm not sure what the proper term is for that, but they just don't have a nice ring to them, in my opinion. So I might look at getting a different hi-hat set eventually, but it does what it needs to right now. I don't really use the hi-hat too much. I've actually got it set so that it's just closed, so I can use it in conjunction with the double kick. Just use it alongside that. I don't really do too much jamming on the hi-hat as it stands. I've got a 16-inch Sabian China cymbal. This thing is pretty awesome. I like using this. I sort of supplement my hi-hat with this. I like the ring that it's got. It's just got a nice tone to it. I do it a lot during fills too, or I can groove on it. I don't do too much actual crashing on it, just because it's kind of loud. It's got a lot of ring to it. I could probably dial it down with some gels, but I just don't feel like doing that. I'll just use it for the purpose that I use it, and that's kind of where I'm at with that. They called this a crash ride. I guess it's kind of got a little bit of a bell on it, but this was the default cymbal again that came with the Mapex Rebel Kit. Not too big of a fan of it. It's a little bit of a quicker crash, so I'll keep it. I definitely do use it occasionally, but I've supplemented it with other crashes throughout my kit just to give a little bit of a better sound, something a little bit more, long form, a little bit more ring out, and just a nicer attack. I like it better than the hi-hat, truthfully, but it's definitely not my favorite cymbal in the kit. This one is my Sabian Ozone. It's an SBR. That's again, it's kind of like a, it's a crash. It doesn't ring out too much, but I like the timbre of it a lot more. It's a little bit higher up there. It's got that like nice kick to it. So it's got holes cut into it. I didn't do that. That's just how it comes. I think it's got a nice sound. It's got a pretty cool metal sound, truthfully. You got the Sabian SBR 10-inch Splash. I probably abuse this thing a little too much. I've been trying to get better with my sticking technique on my cymbals so that I'm not hitting them straight on. I've heard you're supposed to drag it kind of along the side, just so you're not putting the, so much pressure right on the cymbal itself, smashing into it. I heard that can crack them pretty easily, and I don't want to have to go out and buy replacement cymbals for any of these, honestly. My ride is a Sabian AAX Stage. I think it's 21-inch. Listen to that bell. This was one of the suggested cymbals for metal drummers. That's why I went with it. All of the things that I heard about it were really nice, and I mean, I don't regret it at all. It's a huge cymbal, but it's nice and tactile. The bounce is really good. I could play this thing all day long. I love playing this thing. That bell again. Oh, that's great. Over here I've got, I'll loosen that up a little bit so that it can ring out a bit more. That's my Wuhan. I think this is also a 16-inch, my Wuhan crash cymbal. I've had Wuhan cymbals in the past. I had, I think it was a 12-inch Wuhan China cymbal, and I loved that thing. It was absolutely great. I wish I never got rid of it. I got rid of my acoustic kit at one point. I didn't think that I was going to actually end up getting another one, and I did. So I bought a Wuhan crash to supplement my other crash. Give it a little bit of a different sound wherever I want to go. I've got some options. Then I bought a 14-inch Wuhan crash, China cymbal. So that thing is great. When you want to switch it up, you got some energy going. I might use that as my primary cymbal to kind of play the grooves on. It sounds awesome. I love the way it sounds. It's a nice accent cymbal for metal players. So that's pretty much what I've got here. I've got my toms are obviously part of the Mapex Rebel Kit. I have my unboxing video. I can put that in the link if you want me to talk a little bit more about the kit itself, see what the setup looks like from that perspective. Same with the kick drum. I like this kit overall. The only complaint that I've had about it really was the cymbals. I'm just not too big a fan of that sound. I'm not saying that they totally suck out loud. They're just not really the cymbals for me. I, again, might go out and replace these potentially, but I haven't decided on that yet. Maybe I'll grow to like them a little bit more. But the drum heads are all Remo drum heads. They're all very nice. I'm still kind of getting used to tuning them up. It's not exactly the easiest thing in the world for me to figure out where I want my drum tunings, but I think I've got them at a pretty good spot. I might like them to be a little bit more dead. I put some gels on them, but I can work with the sound that they're putting out so far. With time, I'll probably get better at tweaking them. So if you guys want to go ahead and take a look, I'll play these a little bit. I'm just going to kind of jam across the whole kit and just mess around with what I can, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy the video. there you go, guys. That's me testing out my whole setup. Really like how everything sounds. I'm digging having the auxiliary snare and then being able to set it just to, you know, no snare. Have a piccolo for that nice crack to cut through the whole mix. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with everything that I've purchased for this kit. Who knows if I'll further expand on it. I was thinking about maybe getting some roto toms at some point perhaps, but nothing's ever guaranteed. It just depends on what I can afford and whether or not I actually think I'll be able to apply it. Maybe even some sweet fucking cowbell, huh? That'd be pretty awesome. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. If you would, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe, and check out some of the links in the description below. Maybe I'll link some of the gear. You can follow my band and my trip hop dark ambient project, Porcelain Image. If you like metal, go ahead and follow American Cultist. I've actually got some new content coming your way from that project as well. Got a new song on the way. So yeah, good looking out, guys. Thank you very much for stopping by, and I will catch you on the next one.